Imagine a speck of dust saving a life. Not a robot the size of your phone, but an actual speck so small you could balance 1,000 on one eyelash. It swims through your bloodstream, finds a tumor cell, and whispers, "Gotcha." That's the promise of nanotechnology, the invisible revolution of the 21st century. Hi, today we're diving into the world where small is powerful. Once you see what's happening at the nanoscale, you'll notice it everywhere, a hidden layer of reality. Let's set the stage. Nano means 1/billionth. A nanometer is 1/billionth of a meter. If a sheet of paper is about 100,000 nanometers thick, a nanometer is like a single step on a cross-country road trip. We're talking tiny, smaller than bacteria, closer to viruses, where atoms and molecules do their quantum dances. Why does size matter so much here? Because at the nanoscale, the rules change. A gold bar looks gold, but gold nanoparticles can look red or purple. Silver becomes a bacteria-busting superhero. Carbon, rearranged at the nanoscale, becomes carbon nanotubes or graphene, lighter than aluminum yet stronger than steel. Surface area skyrockets, quantum effects kick in, and familiar materials get new personalities. Now, let's tour 3 places where this invisible revolution is rewriting the script: medicine, materials, and the planet's life support systems, energy, and water. First stop, medicine. Imagine a cancer drug that hits everything, healthy cells included. Nanotechnology can package that drug in tiny carriers designed to unlock only at the tumor's doorstep, guided by chemical addresses unique to cancer cells. It's like turning a carpet bomb into a laser-guided whisper. Nanosensors can detect disease markers in a single drop of blood, weeks earlier than traditional tests. It's the difference between finding smoke and finding a single spark before the wildfire starts. Researchers are also building magnetic nanoparticles that heat up to fry tumor cells from the inside. People dream of nanobots, literal machines patrolling your body. We're not quite there, but components like propulsion, smart targeting, and controlled drug release are emerging. You may never see them, but your future checkups might depend on them. Second stop, materials you touch every day. Nanocoatings can make fabrics refuse to hold stains. Phone screens get tougher with nanostructured glass. Sunscreens use nanoparticles to block UV light without leaving a white film. In sports equipment, cars, and aircraft, nanocomposites shave off weight while adding strength, improving performance and energy efficiency. Even paint is changing. Nanoparticles can help it self-clean, resist corrosion, or reflect heat so buildings stay cooler. Then there's the digital nervous system of modern life, semiconductors. The nanometers in chip design refer to tiny features etched into silicon. Shrinking those features has packed more transistors into your phone than stars you can see, enabling AI, crisp video, and instant maps. Engineers are sculpting matter atom by atom, like carving a cathedral into a grain of sand. Third stop, energy and the environment. Nanostructured electrodes in batteries can charge faster and last longer. Catalysts, often nanoparticles, make chemical reactions more efficient, cutting waste and cost. Solar panels benefit too. Nanoscale textures trap light, nudging more photons to give up their energy. And water? Imagine filters with nanoscale pores that let clean water through while blocking salt, heavy metals, and pathogens. It's like a bouncer with a microscope at the velvet rope of every drop. All of this is incredible, but revolutions aren't tidy. The same properties that make nanoparticles exciting can make them tricky. How do they behave once they leave the lab and mingle with soil, rivers, or your lungs? Some can harm cells if not handled responsibly. Researchers are developing safety by design, engineering particles that do their job and then break down harmlessly. Regulators and scientists are racing together, measuring exposure, setting standards, and building databases so nano doesn't mean unknown. There's also the ethics of invisibility. If sensors shrink to the nanoscale, they could hide in plain sight. That's amazing for monitoring bridges or medical implants, but it raises questions about privacy. Who collects data? Who keeps it safe? Like all powerful tools, nanotech inherits our values. The invisible revolution needs visible rules. Let's pull back to the big picture. Picture a farmer using a nanofilter to turn brackish water into drinking water for her family. Imagine a car battery that charges while you grab coffee. Envision a surgeon guiding nanoscale therapy that targets only diseased tissue. Now imagine your own life, quietly edited by nanoscale helpers, clothes that don't stain, phones that don't crack, medical checks as simple as a smart patch. Here's the thing, you won't get a "Welcome to the nanotech era" alert on your phone. You'll just notice life smoothing out in little ways, fewer breakdowns, faster charges, earlier diagnoses, safer water. The revolution is invisible because it takes place below the threshold of eyesight, inside materials, inside cells, where physics tells new jokes. And yes, there's room for humor. If your shirt starts dodging spaghetti sauce, it's just nanostructured. If your sunscreen goes on clear, it's working smarter. If a battery charges while you argue about shows, that's materials science with a very small chisel. So where does that leave you? Right at the frontier. The next decade will be defined by people who can think small and dream big, asking better questions. What if this material were lighter? What if this treatment were targeted? What if clean water were portable? Nanotechnology doesn't replace human creativity. It multiplies it. If this journey into the nanoscale made you curious, good. That's the real entry ticket to the invisible revolution. Keep your eyes open for the quiet upgrades and keep your questions loud. The future is being built in places too small to see, and it needs people like you to point it in the right direction. Thanks for watching. If you want more deep dives into tech, hit subscribe, leave a comment with your favorite nano idea, and share this with a friend who loves big stories made of tiny things.